So for this Camtasia video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to fill out the Goals and Performance tab in Maps. We're going to be working on Canadian water conditioning today, so first things first, get the map open. And head over to the Goals and Performance tab once it loads. There we go. So you can see here, we have all the data up until June. We're going to be working on July. So let's head over to Facebook, which I already have open here. You can get the password for Facebook in the IAAC. Which I believe is this one here. Alright, so now you're going to click the drop down arrow and find the account that you want. Internet is being very slow. If it is a new map and you aren't sure which services you should be monitoring in the Goals Performance tab, you can always double check in the client's map tab, and it will tell you all the services that we're currently doing for the client, and then you can select the items that you're going to want to monitor here. Usually when you get a new map, it'll have all the services listed, so you can delete the ones that aren't applicable to the client. Alright, Facebook any day now. Let's try this one more time. There we go. Alright, so Canadian water conditioning right here. Click on the Insights tab at the top of the page. And then we're going to export the data for the date range that we want. So we're looking for July 1st to July 31st. And since I'm on a Mac, it's going to be a CSV. Alright, while that loads, let's get the other accounts ready. So we'll go into AdWords, This is under the marketing at intrigueme.ca account. Canadian water conditioning and analytics. If you ever can't find the analytics account, use the search bar that I'm currently typing in. Sometimes it's under a different name if it's being or if the analytics account is being held by a different company or so. We'll go to acquisition, source medium. Make sure you have the right date range that you want selected. Secondary dimension, host name. The host name is the URL that was used to get to the website. So it must be in some sort of relation to your own website. If you see host names like these ones here, that means that's spam. So what we want to do is copy the URL. This one will apply for both of these because it's going to be containing that. So now we know that all the traffic that we have is authentic traffic, it's not spam, and we can copy this information over into the tab. So there we go. So for our monthly traffic, that is up at the top here. And then we have pages per session, 1.53. Oops. Time on site is average session duration. For goal conversions, you're going to want to go to the conversions drop-down menu at the top, go to all goals, and then you can get your conversion rate here. Perfect. Now, you're also going to want to get your social media website traffic from analytics. And to do that, we're going to go back up to overview and acquisition and click on social. Any traffic coming from any social source will show up under here. So if they're missing, like you don't see Twitter, for example, that means that they had no sessions coming from that source. So they had one from Facebook and one from LinkedIn. Now, I happen to know that we are doing Facebook ads for Canadian water conditioning, so we're going to also want to check out the campaign reports, and this will show us what traffic is coming from the ads that we're running there. The overview of the social traffic, it only shows organic traffic. So here we go, Facebook ads. Make sure we're in the right time, 138. So 139 for the month of July. There we go. Alright, so this is the Facebook data that we had exported. And this is where you're going to get some of the information, not all of the information. So if you look at the bottom here, that is what they ended their month with. So that will be their total page likes for the month of July. For daily new likes. Oops. Add up this column here. 29. For daily, for monthly engaged users, I add up this column, daily page engaged users. Oops. For likes from ads, we're going to get that information from the Facebook Insights page where we were before. And we're going to go to likes. I'm going to select the date range that I want to be looking at. And then highlight the graph at the top. And then you'll see you had 29 that came from ads. This is the easiest way to find out how many likes you're getting from ads. You can get it from the exported document that we had just been working in, but you have to add up a bunch of columns, so this is just easier. To find the contest entries, you're going to want to log into MailChimp, find your account, go to lists, Facebook contest, go to stats overview, and this will give you a nice graph that you can look at. And so you can see in July, 4 people subscribed. There were 13 existing on the list and 4 more people signed up. So 4. Alright. While we're in MailChimp, we also want to fill out the email statistics that we have here. So for those, you're going to want to go to reports. They don't necessarily have one going out every month. It looks like they have one going out for 2 months in a row and then off for 2 months in a row. But they do have one for July. So we'll head over there. Now the 2 metrics that you're going to want to be looking at are the open rate and the click-through rate. The open rate is 37.9%, a total of 130 opened, so I like to include both of those. And for the click rate, we have 11 clicks and 3.2%. Perfect. Alright, last but not least, we're going to head over to AdWords and select the date range that we want. Close that for now. They had 329 clicks. An average cost per click of $2.16. Oh, yeah, we'll do that. An average click-through rate of 0.7. The bounce rate, 85.54. Pages per session. We can add this column in by modifying the columns. Go down to Google Analytics, add in pages per session, and then you're also going to want to add in these 2 just in case you need them. I'm not sure which ones we're going to need. Goal conversion rate. So 1.32. Alright, for the conversion rate, I think we can add that column in here as well. If not, we can always get the information in analytics conversion rate. Here we go, 15. Alright. Now I'm going to actually add in a little bit more information. We are working towards including all the goal tracking in the goals and performance tab. So I'm going to say goal completions. I'm going to head over to analytics and add in the significant goals, the ones that relate to the ones at the top of the page here. If this isn't already in the top of the page, you can find it in the objective and summary tab. That is where you're going to find the goals that the client has made with the account manager at the beginning of each campaign. So you can just keep those top of mind while you're working in an account. So there we go. So we're going to want to follow, or we're going to want to report on the contact us page view and the thank you for contacting us. The other two goals that we have here are pretty standard. We have them on every account, but they're not necessary to report on each month. So contact us page view. They had 38 for the month of July. And thank you for contacting us, 0. And then I'm going to do the same thing for, for their AdWords. And AdWords shows up as cost per click. Sometimes it'll show up under display, so you always want to make sure you check. I don't see display, so we're good. You can also find it under the AdWords report, so if you go to campaigns, it'll show all the campaigns that are currently running, and you can get that information from here as well. So there's going to be 0 for thank you for contacting us, and drop down menu, contact us page view, 9. And there you go. That's how you fill out the goals and reporting tab.
Okay. So I remembered afterwards, I was